One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To throw, it's Simpson. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up third down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in third and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first third down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Hard running there. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's ball. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Ball. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to fire deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Takes a hit as he fires. This time he's got his man. Out across the 30 and out of bounds This set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control. And you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners. And you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Under fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Under fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on. That one as it hops out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Ball. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's ball. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got it again. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The short hands. It's Bernard. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He'll do it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here's the handoff. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often.
Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback on the keeper. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
To the ground with the back.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Here's the give off the left side.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lagway. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. And some room to work. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Finds his tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but wide open spaces. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw at Simpson. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This has been a rough night for this offensive team. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Glagway. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Gators are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's design, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Running the red zone. It's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Rushes on him. Makes the room. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got the quick pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Turning it on. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Here comes the heat. He lofts one down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Gators will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finds his man. It's Miller. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
the AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Well, jet sweep pass. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller.
Hey, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock moment as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Simpson. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Reels it in down the left side. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.